So how do you get subscribers? I hear, okay, I've got my opt-in form up. How do I actually get people to put in their name and email address? How do I actually get people interested? So first, you got to bring the right people to your website, the right people to your blog, and then it's all about the opt-in. So you'll see some questions about your opt-in on page 58 of the workbook. Is yours visually attractive? So when your ideal reader comes to your blog, is she going to say, that caught my attention, I really like the way that that looks, it makes me want to put my name and email in? At first, I had just this plain black and white box that said name, email, get free updates. And the best thing I did for my business was get that professionally designed. That was the first thing I ever paid for professional design. It cost me $75. And I got this really nice opt-in, and my leads went up dramatically. It makes a huge difference the way that your opt-in looks. So some platforms are a little bit easier for you to do this yourself. And now there are lots of tutorials, even for Aweber. The opt-in that I have on my blog now, I designed myself because I wanted to switch out the picture. And I just wanted to do it. One day I said, I've got to change this picture. Picture's too old, and switched it up and was able to do that myself. So if you go to blacksburgbell.com and you see the opt-in in the upper right, you're going to see that that's something that I designed myself. And I think it looks pretty nice. Is it clear what your readers get by handing over their email addresses? So do they know what they're going to get for it? And we're going to talk about how to make this even more enticing. But is it clear when they're signing up? Is it worth handing over their email addresses for? We all feel overwhelmed by the amount of email that we already get. So it's got to be something good. It's got to be that they feel like they have to put in their name and email and get whatever it is that you have to offer. So what do you guys think now, answering these questions about your opt-ins? Do you think yours are visually attractive? Do you think it's clear what people get? What do you think, Sage?
Yeah, I think so, but I'd be interested to hear what other people think when they actually look at my page. It's that outside perspective like we were doing yesterday.
Yes, that is a great point. I often, whenever I change anything on my website actually, the first person I email is Mai, and I say, how does this look to you? And she gives me honest feedback. I know she's not gonna lie to me and tell me, this looks great, just so that she doesn't hurt my feelings. I know she's gonna say, this font is a little, doesn't fit you that well. And she's got that design perspective. She's really great about that. So having a buddy that you can contact and say, hey, I've made some updates to my website. Can you check it out for me? Can you look at it? And that's one of the things we're going to talk about in the relationship building section, is how to build those relationships with those people that you feel like they already get it. Like Mai understands. She knows what I'm talking about when I say, can you go look at my opt-in? I don't have to explain it to her. She gets it. So also, how do you get subscribers? Use the information we covered in the promoting your blog section. So the guest posts, the interviews, the features, social media, all of that is going to get more people opting in for your email newsletter. Send them to an opt-in landing page, like we talked about setting up, or to just a page with your opt-in, and you let them know what they're going to get when they put their name and their email address in there. Usually when you write a guest post, you get a little blurb about you. And it's just a few sentences, but in there it should say something like, if you want free updates, or if you want more of this type of information, click here, so that they get to your opt-in form, so you're sending them there and capturing those leads. And you want to do that for all of your guest posts, for all of your interviews, and even talk about it on social media. So if you are watching or thinking, I connect with most people on Facebook, start telling them now on Facebook to get on your email list, and let them know why. And those are the type of posts that you might want to boost on Facebook so that everybody sees them. Start talking about it on Twitter. Wherever you are on social media, tell people, get on my opt-in form, get in my email newsletter list, and this is why.
Yeah, so we have some questions in the chat room about, and it sounds like you want people to have an opt-in form at all times, no matter what their content is. Is that correct?
Yes.
Because we have some questions here about people who are doing more visual blogs. So Sue says, would you recommend using an opt-in even if your blog is just full of pictures of what you sell? And LM Glimpse seconded that question and was curious. If you are more of a visual person, when do you not need, I guess, an email? Because maybe you're not going to send an email that's just pictures rather than text.
So first, I think it's a problem if your blog is only pictures of what you sell. That's a problem, because people can just go to your shop and see what you sell. So they're not going to be paying close attention to your blog anyways. So you need to branch out. You need to go back to the content planning section and go through that and think about other ways that you can do that. Plus, when we talk about monetizing your blog, I'm going to give you lots of ideas on how to creatively promote your products without just saying, sell this. So you're going to get a ton of that in the next segment. But that's a problem if you're only posting pictures of products that you have. If you are visually based though, if you are a photographer, absolutely you should still have an opt-in. Or if you mainly share photos on your blog, you should have an opt-in. Send those photos or send a little summary of what those photos are and a link for people to go and check them out. So you definitely still want to be capturing email leads.
Great, thank you.